Hey guys, I'm here today to do the Seamstress Tag. Yeah, a lot of people have done the Seamstress Tag. So, I'm going to jump right in. First question is, who are you? My name is Amy O'Brien. I own Sew Fun, which is a sewing school. We teach kids, adults. This is Sew Fun space, so we're in the school right now. Yes, so that's a little about me. Two, when and why did you start sewing? I started sewing and I was probably 8 or somewhere around there. My mom always sewed growing up and made us little things and jackets and stuff, so she taught me how to sew, and I think maybe it was around 8 that she gave me a little sewing basket, like a little sewing box, and all the little sewing things in it. So yeah, that's when I started to kind of dabble in it, but I didn't really start sewing until high school. Like I did some of the little fashion show things in high school and stuff like that. So what is your favorite or proudest make? I think I would have to do the little jacket you guys saw me in last time. Yeah, my husband calls that the Matador jacket, I think, because yeah, maybe it looks like a bullfighter jacket. But anyways, I really like that one. I mean, I definitely think it's my most worn item so far. I mean, I can wear that thing with everything, so I had to actually try to not wear it today because I knew I was going to film this, so which I will show you what I am wearing. So I didn't make this black top. I've had this forever, but I did this is a dress that I self-drafted, so it's actually, yeah, full dress with princess seams there and on the back, and then it has these box pleats here in the front, these two big box pleats, and then in the back it has smaller box pleats, and there's 4 of them. So I made this for actually a wedding of one of my childhood friends that I went to a couple of weeks ago. I went to her wedding, and yeah, so I made this special little dress. It's made out of, I don't know if it's like a jacquard or a brocade type of fabric. I think it was actually intended to be an upholstery fabric. It was given to me in like a big pile of fabrics, but I just love the colors. I just think it's so pretty. So yeah, I've actually made a pillow out of it too. I made all sorts of things out of this fabric. Anyways, number 4, what is your most disastrous make? I have quite a few disaster makes, especially from high school. I'm thinking of, and if I had thought of it, I would have grabbed it because I do still have this make actually, but I made this skirt, and I kind of started my sewing where I just like to, like when I started sewing as a kid, I wanted to just try it, you know, I just like wanted to figure it out. I didn't want to follow the pattern, I just wanted to do it. So that led to a lot of disaster makes because I wasn't following directions. But it also led to a lot of learning, so that's just kind of the way that I like to learn. So I started that way, and I made, yeah, the one I'm thinking of is this skirt that is like, I tried to make it like a high-waisted kind of skirt, and then, I can't even remember, it had a zipper in it. The zipper was, that was the most disastrous part because I didn't know how to put that in properly. But yeah, if I can find it, maybe I'll show you in a different video. Yes, so because I like to learn that way, there's definitely been some moments in my sewing, but yeah, I learn better that way. So anyways, what is your favorite place to go fabric shopping? There is this darling little boutique that is in Richmond here where I live, and it is really sweet. It's like a little teeny house. It's called, I think, Culture by LK Design or something. And it's, yeah, a little teeny house, and she just has fabric bolts like everywhere, There's so many, and she goes up to New York and gets really nice fabrics. So yeah, that's like a special occasion. That's where I like to go fabric shopping, but I have to have really worked hard on a pattern, or you know, something I've drafted that I want to go and spend the money to do that one. 6, what is your most used pattern? I can't really say that I have a pattern that I just use over and over and over again. Actually, I take that back. There is one pattern that was from, it's actually from a Martha Stewart, like Encyclopedia of Sewing, maybe is what it was called. And it was for a wraparound skirt, but I actually kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it more of like an A-line skirt. Sorry, that's my phone ringing. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, so to make it more of an A-line skirt, and I made like probably 6 or 7 of those little skirts because I like that style a lot with the high-waisted kind of A-line skirt and the little top. So yeah, I have a lot of skirts out of that pattern. 7, your most dreaded sewing task. I think I had to say hemming, especially on stretchy fabric. I've been trying lately to do the hemming step earlier if possible. You know, if it's not going to affect the garment, I've been trying to do it a couple steps before, because I just can't stand when I feel like I have the garment done and then it's like, oh, I gotta hem. So, and especially with stretchy fabric, because that is very tempting to just not hem it if I know I'm going to tuck it in or something, at least for, you know, some time, because yeah, it doesn't fray. So that is my least favorite task. And my favorite sewing task, that's tricky. I mean, I like the whole process of sewing, obviously. I think that I really love cutting out the fabric. Is that crazy? I just like to start to see what it's going to be like. I feel like when you have just the big thing of fabric, you can't really get a feel for what it's going to be like. And then once you start cutting out the shapes and you start to kind of see what it's going to look like, that part's really exciting. I like the excitement of the beginning where you're like really getting into whatever you're going to make and not sure what it's going to look like. That part is probably my favorite. What is your favorite sewing entertainment? Sewing vlogs. Yeah, I love to watch vlogs on sewing. I think it's really fun to see what different people are making and just kind of get to know the little personalities. I think it's really fun. So yeah, I started that venture, was so over it. Visa Comfort's vlog, because she's very fun to watch, but it has since evolved to a lot more. So that is my favorite sewing entertainment. 10, printed or PDF? PDF for sure. I mean, I like printed, but I don't get printed very often because yeah, I don't like to have to pay for the shipping and then wait for the shipping. So I usually get PDF. Although I do not like taping PDFs together very much, especially when it's a lot of sheets. So I've actually considered taking the PDF to like the Kinko's and getting them printed off on one big piece of paper. That would be like my ideal. And then I could have it when I want it, but not to tape it together. What sewing machine do you use? I have a couple sewing machines. So by a couple I mean like 15. But I don't really count these here at the sewing school. So the ones we use at sewing school are Brother CS6000i. So they are pretty basic model, but they have some nice features that I really wanted for beginner sewers, especially kids, like being able to control your max speed and having a beep when you don't put your presser foot down. So those are my main things for these machines, and they've actually worked great. We have had them, maybe it's been almost a year, maybe 8 months or something, and I mean, there's been a lot of sewing done on them, a lot of kids that are kind of rough on the machines, and they've held up super good. So really, really liking those. As far as what I personally use, I end up using these machines sometimes when I'm here, but my main machine is a Baby Lock Tempo, I think. And yeah, I have that one at home. And then I also really love, I have a Janome, I'll have to, yeah, add that in. I can't remember which Janome it is, but it's a heavy duty sewing machine. And I love that one too. Yeah, that one I've put to the test through sewing rawhide and all kinds of super heavy duty fabrics. So love that machine. And then I also have an old Singer treadle machine that I actually use surprisingly often just because I love doing the little foot pedal and the sound of it, and it looks so beautiful. So yeah, those are my 3 main machines. 12, do you have any other hobbies? Yes, I have lots of other hobbies. My main other hobby is Kung Fu. So my husband owns a Kung Fu school that's right up the road here a little ways, and I teach all the kids classes there, and then I also teach a women's self-defense class. So yeah, I've been doing that for probably 8.5 years and love it. It's really fun. It's just really nice to know that you can defend yourself if you ever needed to. So yeah, that's my main other hobby, but then I also love cooking, and I like to do a little bit of gardening, things like that, animals. So yeah, I grew up on a farm, so all of that stuff I do like to do a lot. Baking in particular. Bread. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit more about me. It was actually kind of fun to answer those questions. It was kind of like a little kid thing to do. So yeah, I liked it. That was fun. And you can like and subscribe below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.